Right now, we are going to talk about the feature cemetery. And that feature cemetery is none other than the Oak Hill Cemetery. In March of 2020, we traveled north to Michigan. One of the destinations that we were most wanting to visit was the Oak Hill Cemetery in Battle Creek, Michigan. You know, it's located on South Avenue. The Oak Hill Cemetery was established in 1844. Originally, it was only 10 acres, but it is expanded to 55. There are approximately 30,000 burials there. And as you travel into the cemetery, Section 1 contains several reinterments from some of the people that were buried in some of the first two cemeteries in Battle Creek. But the actual first burial in Oak Hill itself took place in 1844. It was actually May 21st, and it was Esther Cox. Her grave is marked, and it's notorious. There are several famous people here, and there is plenty of reasons to visit. Some of the great reasons that I enjoy, there are nearly 1,700 veterans that are buried there. Veterans that go all the way back to the Revolutionary War. They also have two crematories there, which makes the place really popular for Hindu cremation. But the famous people that are there are really off the charts amazing people. Number one, there are quite a few people from the Seventh-day Adventist church. And one of the reasons for that is because Ellen White, who is the founder of the religion, she is buried there. Now, it is known as a pilgrimage for people who are Seventh-day Adventists. They are, yeah, I know that it's a little strange. I'm not that familiar with the religion, but I do know that it's people from around the world. You know, it is treated as a pilgrimage to visit her grave. So it's pretty crazy that that's known around the globe as the place to go for that. Now, another reason that you go there is someone who is known as a social reformer there. It is a lady who won a suit. She is truly the first black woman in America that won a lawsuit against a white man. And it was amazing. She, once she was free, she then sued to get the freedom of her son, and she actually won the case, which is amazing. It's a Sojourner Truth. She is buried there, and she has a nice memorial that is right behind this big giant mausoleum. And one of the reasons the mausoleum is super cool, because it is one of the most famous people that are there. Actually, let me back this up. I'll tell you a few other people here, and I'll get back to the mausoleum. Because one of the famous people that is buried there is William Knapp. And many of you may know Bill Knapp's restaurant. And yes, it's that Bill Knapp's of Bill Knapp's. So he's buried there. Also, who is buried there is the Kellogg Brothers. And the Kellogg Brothers are the Kellogg Brothers that you're thinking of. William Kellogg started the Kellogg cereal company because he is the inventor of cornflakes. He has a brother who is also buried there, John Kellogg, who was a skilled surgeon and a doctor. He was a pioneer. He's actually known as the guy who created the term sanitarium. And he was also the doctor to President Taft as well as Amelia Earhart. Well, anyway, these two they joined up to do a business together, and John did not like some of the things that William was doing, so they were squabbling a lot, and due to the nature of the squabbles, one of the neighborhood businessmen, Charles Post, decided that he was going to jump in the business venture that those two were squabbling over, and he created the Post Cereal Company. Back to the circle of the giant mausoleum, the one big mausoleum in the place is C.W. Post Mausoleum, which is quite impressive. Now, I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there are lots of cool things to see in this place. There are also several impressive statues. I was very impressed with at least two of them. And this is just one of those places that when you go to visit it, you will be surprised that not more people go to see it. It is really a hidden treasure. So if you are in Battle Creek, Michigan, you must visit the Oak Hill Cemetery.